complete. One of my mentors inside MK Delta, a retired psychology professor attached to Yale in the 1980s, has got this to share with me. The human is hardwired with the natural instinct to despise direct commands issued to the brain. If you want someone to do your bidding, this tendency to reject direct commands must therefore be overcome. As such, you must present the command subconsciously so that it is accepted without resistance before the brain has time to process the command and reject it. The key here is the phrase, before the brain has time to process the command. If the woman has the time to ponder over your command, she will be likely to reject it. Therefore, to seduce a woman, you will need to execute quickly within the small window of opportunity well before her defense mechanisms come up. In summary, the Shogun method requires you to be covert about your intention until the manipulation is complete. Your attempts to seduce her must be done stealthily and completely under the radar. Remember, a woman cannot resist what she cannot detect. Precondition number 3. You must protect the secrecy and sanctity of the Shogun method. Men have been looking for the keys to the female mind since the start of human civilization, and with the birth of the field of modern psychology, circa the 1830s, this search has since intensified. But progress has been markedly slow, and new findings scarce. Why is this so? Here is the best explanation that I can offer you. Among those lucky few who would stumble upon this knowledge about the female mind on their own, most of them would wisely try to keep this knowledge to themselves, usually for selfish reasons. Other times their intention is altruistic, since the threat of abusing this knowledge to inflict harm on women is very real, and because of this, sharing of this forbidden knowledge has been restricted to underground discussion groups, where members have sworn to protect its secrecy. This body of knowledge points the way to a secret door into the female mind that, when vulnerable, leaves her open to do things she wouldn't even consider doing if she is in full control of her own thoughts. You can imagine just how dangerous this knowledge is if it falls into the hands of unscrupulous men. I realize that I am treading dangerous grounds as I hand this knowledge to you, but I have my own reasons for doing this. Mainly to build and enlarge my own circle of influence and power. Also, for added precautions, I am doing this under controlled circumstances, with access to this exhaustive work on mind control seduction confined to the private membership of DerekRakeHQ.com. So here's the third and final precondition. You must promise to protect the secrecy and sanctity of the knowledge that I am about to hand to you. What I am about to reveal to you is the most effective and potent bag of seduction weaponry any man has ever had at his disposal. With this knowledge, how far you'll go is limited only by how greedy you are. Use it any way you wish, to seduce and sleep with as many females you want, or to captivate that one special woman and keep her for a lifetime, as long as you obey this final precondition. That you should never talk about the Shogun method with anyone outside the community that you're now a part of. Do it. Say it out loud. Make the promise. Module 2. Flaws in the Female Mind. All warfare is based on deception. Sun Tzu, 544 to 496 BC. The Shogun method is by nature manipulative, and for you to understand and use it effectively, you will have to embrace your true, natural human instincts as a manipulator. That's the precondition number 2 that you have seen in the preceding module. Before we delve further into the inner workings of the method, I would like you to do the following thought experiment with me. Imagine going to watch a magic show in Las Vegas. At the show, picture yourself going backstage and meeting the magician himself, who would then show you how his magic tricks work. If you will do this, I can predict accurately what will happen to you next. You will feel underwhelmed. The truth is that every magic trick, no matter how astounding it may seem to be, is usually so unremarkable that one cannot help but feel underwhelmed.